Black people have so many problems is because we don't police the niggas in our community. We let niggas do whatever the fuck they want, and guess what? They have a blank check to do whatever the fuck they want. There's no consequences for being a nigga in the black community. Everything within the black community is destroyed by these people. They do nothing, they offer nothing, they provide nothing of any value, and guess what? We let them do it with no fucking consequence. And in the moment you criticize them, you're wrong for doing so. When someone like myself makes a distinction between black people and niggas, we get called coons, Uncle Toms, or say that we're less than black. I think what makes you less than black is allowing the people who give you the poor representation, the poor image that we have, a pedestal and a platform to speak, while silencing people who call them out. Black people spend more time silencing and deplatforming people who are honest about the problems that we have than sitting back and deplatforming people who bring us such a poor image and poor representation. It's truly ass fucking backwards.
Andre, you said a mouthful there. You want to tell people where they can find you and about what you do?
And you can find me on TikTok at not the real, but Real Andre Williams, at Real Andre Williams. I'm on YouTube, Andre Williams USA. And Instagram, I think it's the same handle as well. So I try to keep the same handle for all platforms. TikTok has been the the most slippery one because of all the mass reporting people have done on that platform. So we've gone through, I think, 3 accounts. The first one 54K, the second one 80K, and the last one was 40K. And they all got millions of views, but they get taken down the moment you start talking about black people, black women, black people problems, the issues in the community. So we make a new page and we keep going. We're going to continue to go no matter how many times they ban me. I'm going to continue to speak my mind until I'm dead.
For sure. And let's start the show off. I want to play a video. This guy was actually supposed to be on the show at one point, but he went viral as well. And he kind of talked about stuff with the black community as well. I thought this was an interesting video.
Crazy. I wake up every single day, and before I leave the house and go anywhere in public, I load up my firearm for black people. Not saying that no other race won't do nothing or no shit like that, but ultimately, bro, I'm not worrying about a white or a Mexican out in public. I'm worried about niggas, bro. Like, you might walk into a store and the nigga might look at you the wrong way, and now y'all is beefing just because this nigga looked at you the wrong type of way. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. Like, think about this shit, bro. Like, I can go somewhere and a white person will speak to you like, hey, how you doing? But you go anywhere and see a group of niggas, it like you automatically got to get on 10. Like, niggas damn near don't want to speak or none of this shit. Like, bro, this shit is crazy as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with us, bro? Like, this shit need to stop. But you go out in public, every other race goddamn speak to you, but it's us that goddamn be trying to destroy each other, gang. That shit is wild as a motherfucker when you sit here and think about it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us, bro?
Slim, I think you're the closest person to thinking like Andre and the guy in the video. So what do you think about him saying that he needs a firearm for black people and he's black?
Man, I was just saying that the other day, man. Like, I never had to worry about a gang of Caucasians, taking my lunch money when I was coming up. It was always 5, 6 niggas, you know what I'm saying? And man, everything you said, Andre, was right, bro. Like, once you start speaking your mind and calling things out, they call you coons. They say you're against the black population. They just do a bunch of nonsense. So, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I think, for sure, 100%.
Doc, what you think about having to carry a firearm as a black guy, for other black men?
I see my brother Kamal in the chat. So in honor of Kamal, I ain't gonna call him coons. I'm gonna call him Sambo, since Kamal ain't here to do it for me. I think if you go to any neighborhood of low economics, whether that's white, black, Mexican, Asian, you're going to be in danger. So when they say, hey, I carry a gun for niggas, you in a nigga community. You are surrounded by niggas. You interact, you go and buy and purchase and do business with black people. So them are the people you choose to be around. So if you don't want to have a problem with black people, go to your all-white neighborhood. Go shop at the Asian market. Go over there. Go to the Jews and get you the, the kosher meat. You know what I'm saying? You got, I think people who do that, They in nigga communities. And if you scared of niggas, get out.
Heaven, what do you think about what he said?
I look at history and how the Black community has been trained psychologically over decades to fear each other. Why? Because what did white people do back in the day? They would pit each other against each other. You can laugh, but it's factual. It's factual. So when you have things like that are ingrained, that are traumatically ingrained into you, that gets passed on. Whether we realize that or not, you laugh, but scientifically,
I laugh because I think I know where the
woman,
argument's going.
well, no, I don't have an argument either way.
What's the line of logic? That's what you're
I don't, right, because I don't have like a, I don't.
I would say the surface of what
Look
you're
at things
saying
with
is
like
fair,
it's.
but the logic is not.
I look at
sense.
it with logic. I just look at it with logic and historically, and look at it with science-based psychology and how neuroplasticity works, and how when a woman has a baby and that baby has all the eggs she'll ever have. So like it's a lot to look into.
What does
and
that have to do with? Are you saying like generational trauma? Are you going to that?
Exactly.
Well, that's not something that's proven. That's something that's been disproven. It's not, if that's the case, if generational trauma exists,
so
then what you're doing,
not
if you're saying that generational trauma, if you're saying that
well,
generational trauma exists, then what you're doing, and I hate to bring up this term because I think it's a very childish term. You're giving the white supremacists and the people that say that Black people are genetically inferior, you're giving them credit because you're saying that there's something genetically wrong with us, that we can never go past a certain point because of something historical. And that was the case.
Actually,
all humans wouldn't be able to go forward.
Actually, science
because Black people aren't the only ones who've been in such
a traumatic state. Humans.
Black people are not the original humans. That's a lie. That's just a Black supremacist lie. We're not the original humans.
So the documentary that National
Geographic
did in 2012 that followed DNA all the way.
Yeah, the entire thing is that there's a reason for why other races exist and why other people exist. It doesn't mean that we all come from Black people.
Tell me, Andre
started.
Let Andre tell us what he thinks. What do you think?
I don't
watch the documentary. It's very interesting.
I don't speak on what I think. I speak on what I know. I'm a grown man, and we don't talk about what we think. That's what kids do. We're going to talk about what we know and what's based in reality. In reality, we know there's multiple different races, that they are arisen and grew up and developed in different ways throughout the different corners of the world. Different civilizations were built. Different people prospered. Other people's, they did not prosper as fast enough. That's just human development. That's just basic anthropology. It's happened for thousands of years. If we are able to study another planet or another universe or whatever, you'll probably find the same thing. Different species developed in a different way. So why is it with humans, we're like, well, you know what? We're all the same. And we're all humans. We're all Homo sapiens. That is a fact. We're all the same one species. But there are different subcategories. Black people in the United States are very much different and separate from Africans. White people in America are separate from Europeans. Asians, are very broad. But a Japanese man is not the same as a Chinaman. He's not the same as someone from Southeast Asia. They're all different. They have their own culture, their own identity, their own expression. Phenotypically, you see this as well. So these things are true. It's based in reality. But for some reason in the West, we love to tell like, well, we're all the same, buddy. We all bleed the same. Like, yeah, we do all bleed red, but there are differences among us. And that's what makes us unique. This is why this country is so powerful, because it's not because we're all different shades of color. It's because we all contribute for one nation. That, yes, I'm Black and you're white and, you're Latino and Asian, but we believe in this country that we have built, that we have strengthened. This is our home. And that's the entire idea of American nationalism, or, the American civilization, the American civilizational state. We've rejected that for the American economic zone. This is why we're having problems with immigration. And this is why we're having a problem with Black people. Black people think that they're connected to Africa ancestrally. You're connected to Africa. but you have more of a placement here in this country than you ever did because you've been here for 400 years. Same thing with white Americans. You have no connection to France or to Germany, maybe culturally, maybe you like some cuisines. But if you go over there, you're going to stand out. This is something that we know. If you're an American, you stand out everywhere you go. The way we talk, the way we are, our culture, our identity is something that's seen. And these things manifest throughout time. These things are just something you just pick on and put on as clothes and, decide to wear on a Tuesday. It's something that's ingrained with you. And this is just basic human fucking history and basic human behavior. So generational trauma does not exist. And you said coon and Sambo. I don't want to call them coons. Well, this is I would say, very low IQ mindset of Black people that can't come up with an intelligent argument. When we talk about Black crime, people like myself, whether they be conservative, they vote Democrat, whatever, they're looking at things from a statistical basic. We're talking about Black crime. We're talking about the why Black women are so undesirable for partners. We're talking about the failing Black schools. That is something
we
that has
ain't
to do
talking
with
about
culture.
Black schools and Black women. We talking about he's loading his gun up for Black
I'm loading
people.
up.
That's what.
Oh yeah.
So
That's my focus.
How we get on Black women?
I'm talking in the broad sense. We're talking about Black people, all the problems with Black people. And I'm breaking it down into 3 different categories. That's what I just gave you. I said, when we talk about these things, people like yourself like to say coon or Sambo. Oh, you guys bringing this stuff up? You guys must be coons. No, we just want better. We're tired of niggas and nigga shit. And we realize we have a shitty culture and we can do better because there is better for us. There is better in Black people. We have a lot. We just choose not to do better.
You say you speak on what you know. Maybe I don't think that we have a shitty culture. So
tell me how we don't have a shitty culture. I'll mute.
Let's go to Enzo. You want to answer him, Dr. Devil? Go.
We have one of the broadest cultures in the world. Everything that Black people do in this music, from the way they play music, from the way they dress, to the blues, to rock and roll, everything has come from this Black culture. So to say that we have a shitty culture, our food, everything that we do is ingrained and goes past our culture to be sent into other cultures to turn into something else that is amazing. The world loves Black culture. They don't only love Black culture, they also identify with Black culture and they use it to themselves. As you can see with the way the sneakers we wear, the way we dress, the music we listen to, everything from Black people is even our ideology is used all around the world.
I'm gonna come back to you, Andre, on the next clip. But Enzo, so you're Italian, and the mafia is definitely like romanticized, and like even with the Italian mafia, people, delete people that they're related to or that they're close to and stuff like that. Do you feel like that's just the guy loading up for Black people? Is that just because he's Black, or do you feel like that's a cultural thing?
It's more of a culture thing because I look at it as it's every different culture. You have certain areas and certain groups within every race that there is. Like how I say, like, I'm not white. Like I say that all the time because I'm delineating myself from certain white people. So, I mean, I do the same thing. Like wherever I go, I carry, no matter what's going on or what area that I'm going to, it doesn't matter because there's extremists in every group in my eyes. And that's the way that I look at everything.
For sure. So I'm going to go to this guy went viral because he's Latino and he's saying that because of what's happened with the government, now he knows what it feels like to be Black. So it seems like it's based on what society thinks, but I'll let y'all hear the video and y'all tell me what y'all think.